Ooh, that's a neat little planet. And actually, the whole premise of this game is they drop us in this little thing. And we have our own little colony called New Prune. Okay. I didn't pick the name. Don't love it. But otherwise, we're trying to find resources on the planet. So we're going to go with these two iron deposits. They're relatively close to one another. Plus, we have a small sulfur and an aluminum that kind of gives us all of our resources that we need right off the bat. Could also go this way with these, but this isn't a very big fluorite. And no aluminum over there. Wow, okay. Okay, we know where we're going. We're going here. Yeah. I played the tutorial. I know what I'm doing now. Normally I don't, like I said, normally I don't play the tutorials just because I love going into these games completely blind and knowing nothing and trying to figure it all out. Just, that's how I love playing these. But I also know that doesn't make for a very entertaining video. So I didn't want to do that to everyone and have them just watch me wander around aimlessly. We're out of the extractors. We're out of the depots. We need to make more of those so we can extract more ore. So we can make more of those so we can extract more ore. You know how these resource management games go. I need one of these depots back. I made an uh-oh right away. There we go. And steel bars, because that's what that one's making. And then we're going to make an assembly plant that'll make these things and the depots. Probably the depots first. Probably. Actually, we could probably do both at the same time. I don't know if the production's going to be there for it, but we're going to see. Switch that over. Depot. I want one of each. That's perfect. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to speed that up. I'm going to set up a nice little extraction thing. I got a little bit of a setup going. These are actually idle right now, but that's because when these break down, we'll just shift it over and we'll just chew through this thing. Just like a lawnmower. Just and just go that way. Otherwise, it's not really going to be optimized right now in order to get each of those resources as fast as possible. If I really wanted to, I could set up probably another row of depots and turn these all on, but we're just trying to manufacture all of the things that we need, and I did dumb because this is supposed to be taking steel, and I don't have it set up to the steel plant over here. So I can probably delete those. Those can go bye-bye, and we will actually put in... I need to make probably another factory eventually, I'm thinking, but then I need the assembly plant for that, which is here. Can I make a factory right now? I can. I can make factories and assembly plants, and that is what I need to do, and I will make those. But I need the mechanical parts, so I need to be making those. We finally have a nice little stockpile of extractors and depots and stuff, so get rid of those. Those are bad. Now we need to stockpile up steel because we need another factory making mechanical parts, and this will chew through the steel really quick, so I think only one of those is really going to be necessary. This needs to hold mechanical parts because the in needs somewhere to go out, and that's what that's for. And then we can have an assembler making factories, which are these things. All of these things. Because the assembler does the complicated stuff that you don't need to put in a depot for. Because the depots hold stuff. They also transfer things. There's a bunch of other ways to transfer things. As soon as I make enough of these factories and assemblers, assembly plants, how much do I need to make? I just need to make mechanical parts? Oh no, build 5 factories. That's it. Place them on the ground. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. As soon as I do that, then we'll be getting into concrete and roads and trucks and all kinds of complicated multi-tiered stuff. High-tech stuff. Super high-tech stuff. Then I'll have to turn these on. But I don't want them on until I need them because I don't want to have to be shifting my resource pool over every 5 seconds. I could probably put another factory here, finish the quest. I should probably do that. I'm going to make steel. The second I do that, though, I'm also going to probably have to turn on my back row. I didn't want to have to turn it on yet, but it looks like it's going to be necessary to do that. Because now I'm going to have to make more extractors because we just unlocked concrete and roads and stuff. And trucks. So now we have to make mechanical parts to make the trucks and go get sulfur to get the roads and get the concrete and the road stuff and the supply center and all the nonsense that we're going to be dealing with now. Also, we just have to reach a larger population, which I'll show you how to do that in just a second after I get this mess sorted out. I mean, it's not the most beautiful or ideal or efficient way to do things, but this is like the fastest way that I found to extract ore. Just double chain it and then just slam all the depots together so everything is just running up the line toward the area where they need to go to make more of the things that we absolutely have to have. And for some reason, am I making only assembly? Is that what's happening here? I want just factories. Thank you, game. That's what I want. I have way too many assembly plants at this point. Not enough factories. And I've turned back on the extractor and depot because now we're going to move to sulfur and do this whole thing over there with concrete. Oh. But we're also getting what we're supposed to be getting. This is supposed to be mechanical parts. What are you doing, game? I don't like when you don't do what I want you to do. There. Now we can make we're going to have a stockpile of mechanical parts. This system will shut down once these are full, so I'm not worried about that. And then I just have to keep an eye on the extractors and depots to make sure we're not chewing through all of our steel just to make those, as well as these these factories. I want probably about 40 of those before I turn those off again. And then we can come back and turn those back on, because there's some complicated recipes coming up that we have to deal with. But right now, we need sulfur. Let's take our time, figure this out, get this squared away. So a whole line of these right down the middle of this right here is going to be good. That looks great. And I'm going to put another one right here. And just super duper long. Absolutely awesome. The best. Using way too many resources. And then I'm going to slap the depots for the sulfur right next to them, just to make sure those have a place to store things and turn those on. And that definitely wasn't a waste of a ton of resources that we're going to need in the future. Probably not. You know what? It's fine. I'm sure it's not going to be a big deal. Again, my normal playthrough of this, I would totally sit down and like reconfigure all this and optimize it. But right now, we're doing a speed run, okay? This is speed run simulator of making concrete, apparently. Is it an assembly for truck? Mechanical parts? Truck? Yes. Okay. I'm going to start making trucks, like a lot of trucks, because now we're getting into the trucking system. So while that's doing that, I'm also going to go over here, deal with our concrete situation, which is just by setting up more factories, probably 3. And with those, we're going to accept concrete. And from there, we're going to go into an assembly plant. Let's put this one over here, off in the middle of nowhere all by itself. Because I need a supply center. The supply center basically lets you take... you take goods and you deliver them to New Prune. Which is... Wait, I just drove by it. I saw it. There it is. It's tiny, right here. And then when you deliver goods here, it grows. So that's what we're going to be dealing with, is the rapid growth. And I just realized that I could do that I can just click on places on the map and just see those places. That is very helpful. That's something I wish I knew beforehand, because I've just been like panning around, zooming in and out, and like losing my mind slowly with the zoom feature, because it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's really quick. So if I'm not careful, I'm all of a sudden out into space, and it's a little jarring at times, I dare say. But that's my problem. That's not your problem. You don't want to hear it. You're not here to listen to me complain, unless you are. Unless you enjoy my pain, that's fine too. Welcome. Music is calming. Music is very calming. Sometimes it lulls me into a false sense of, everything is chill, when in reality we're tearing apart this planet, stealing all of its resources, chewing it up, terraforming it, making it inhabitable for us so we can come and steal more resources and more of its land. But no, right now it's just a peaceful building. You hear the roar of the engines as it releases smog and horrible greenhouse gases into the atmosphere and destroys this planet in hope to make it habitable for us, because we are selfish and set robots to do all this. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. So you set the depot down, then you can click on it. It tells you what it needs. This time it needs concrete. And as long as you build this the right way, because it has to be connected to your city somehow, eventually your city will like grow out around and or all over it. So what you want to do is, in order to conserve these like spots, I put like 3 roadways. Oh wait, no, I need to go out because this has to be depots. I did a dumb. That is dumb. There. I put depots. I put 3 depots. And this one's going to be concrete. Actually, they can all be concrete for now. They will change. Those will completely change. Actually, I should probably do that right now. I should have it changed. I'm going to stick these 2 on iron just because they'll never have raw iron here. So that will conserve those. And I'm going to put another stop right here, right in the middle of them. That way I can pull from both. So there's never an issue for that. And there's where the zoom function is actually really nice. Really nice for that, for the roadway stuff. So I'm going to set the origin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Set origin. That's fine. Set origin. And then I go all the way back. Follow the road. That's a long road. Man, I really goofed up on that road. And I need to run concrete. And look, our little truck. He's going. He's real fast. He's got the zoomies. Look, I speed him up. That's slow. It's slow as dirt. So there's a reason why we made 78 trucks back there. Now we just shove all of the trucks on the roadway. Again, collecting all the concrete that we're producing from all the sulfur. I probably need to increase that production. That would probably be a great idea. There we go. Now 2. 2 should be able to keep up with this mess, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive, because 3 is keeping up with all of these assemblers. Although these are just trucks. I don't know. They take forever to drive there and back. Look, I'm not even sure if the first guy is on his way back yet. No. See, there he is. Oh, no, he isn't. There. He just made it. Look. That's our first delivery. And you can see that the annual supply and demand is 10. So it's inefficient. Very inefficient. And that will go up as we have more trucks on this road. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually increase this, because we want to get that supply, the transport capacity up. And I think it wants 50, if I remember right. I think 50 is a good number there. I can't. There. It's got to be on the 10s for me. I don't know what it is. It bothers me if it's not on some of these games. Just, it makes life more manageable on the 10s. See? This is it. So the materials are down, right? They're gone. Oh, we also unlocked the new thing, which is just reach a population of 100, which means we unlocked all these new things. But game, I was in the middle of just explaining something. So under these, there's no more red materials. There's no more iron. So we need to get rid of those. And we get those back for that now. That also means we lost that kind of production, as well as this one. See, that one's gone. And this one, that one's gone. So now we just need to expand our line out. And I can do that right now because we've been cranking out extractors at an alarming rate. We are definitely destroying this planet. There is no question about that. But how fast can we do it? That is always the question in these games. What the heck is going on over here? Which means I have to go to New Prune, follow my road, and go back to my supply center. And the supply center needs oxygen. The oxygen extractor, it takes aluminum. So it takes aluminum bars. And remember the mechanical parts we've been stockpiling. So that is what it's been for. So everyone thought I was crazy, and I am. But also I was actually had a method to the madness. So now that we have aluminum, and really we don't need a ton of aluminum ore off the bat. I will quickly just run out of necessity for aluminum. Nope, that's the wrong one. Switch this to aluminum ore. But I'll quickly run out of the need to harvest aluminum in the beginning, and then it becomes super important later. So I'm gonna go ahead and like just set this up and like not worry about not having enough space at this point. And we'll move this. This will get moved because we're gonna need this aluminum as these become necessary. We're gonna chew through it. Don't you worry. Where's the road? Road. There's road. Road is good. Road goes there. And then this road goes from here to where? There. To here. And I will set origin back here. Good. This is going to take mechanical parts. And I need to, like, a lot of mechanical parts. 80 trucks are going to be fine. Mainly because I have way too many trucks to begin with. So now this is going to go in, and this is going to make our O2 extractor as we get more and more mechanical parts. And I think it's 1 aluminum bar to 3 mechanical parts. So again, like I said, we're going to have a backlog of aluminum for a while, and these will just go idle. They'll just turn off, and that's fine. But eventually that is going to be like our major system we're going to have to be working on and just trying to figure out. And now these are complicated. The atmospheric condensers, they make 2 different resources. They make oxygen, dioxygen, I guess, O2, and carbon. And then the carbon is a useful item in itself, so you can't just throw it away. But again, the nice thing is they don't have to be on any like particular spots. So I can actually just stick a whole row of them right here and then throw depots next to them. And what I like to do is 1 row is going to be the oxygen storage, as you can see. And then the other row is going to be for carbon. Like that. This will produce polymer. You'll get that out of the carbon. And then over here, you have the oxygen, which is obviously going to the city right now, which is over here. And that's why we have these set up, because this one is now going to take oxygen. And now I need to get a road from here to our manufacturing center. Where did I stick that thing? Over here. Ignore the overview because that is not good. Set destination back to the city, and that's going to be oxygen. So now we're going to be hauling all the oxygen for the people to breathe, and we're going to need lots of it. So maybe 100 sounds good. So while that's doing that, and I have a ton of trucks just sitting here just storing my stuff, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to turn truck manufacturing back on. Even though I don't necessarily need more trucks. I picked the wrong thing. There we go, trucks. I will need trucks in the future, and there's other more efficient ways to transport materials. I know this, but right now trucking is our best bet. Ooh, look, the buildings, they're popping into existence. That's us doing the thing with the thing, like with the oxygen and the concrete. And even at super speed, this is going up so slow. I am not a big fan of... We have it. Come on. Our system is set up perfect for this. It's not fast enough, I guess. Do we need more oxygen? Is that what this is telling me? I don't think so. I think we're backlogged on oxygen. Yeah, it's just the supply center just isn't taking enough oxygen fast enough. There, now we have the polymer, now we have the Depot Mark II, now we have reinforced concrete and high-tech parts. This is where things get complicated. There's like a lot of things that take, so this takes carbon, right? But also, now we have the Depot Mark II, which takes aluminum bars and polymer, and the high-tech parts, which takes aluminum bars and polymer, and the reinforced concrete, which takes concrete and steel bars. So, like, this is all all like now multiple things coming together. So if I want to make more atmospheric, and that's why I have this system set up so far, because this one can make the depot, the Mark II depots, which are really nice because they're further away and work faster a little bit, not much. Basically, they work faster because they work further away, and you can leapfrog things. You don't have to have them connected like the Mark Ones do. This supply center needs reinforced concrete, no longer regular concrete. And it needs oxygen, which is, I mean, we breathe that stuff, so that is understandable. So instead of a regular concrete, we swapped this to reinforced concrete. And the oxygen, well, you saw the oxygen stuff. We're going to get away from the city because it's really loud for some reason. But I'm kind of proud not of this road, because this road is a mess. But I want to show you the new like supply chain thing that I have set up over here. We saw this one again. That's where the oxygen comes from. The carbon is going into making the polymer bar, which is then being transported over. And we did it so efficiently, we actually have the level 6 upgrades available, which is we get to make greenhouse gases and terraform the planet. Yes, we get to destroy everything to make life better for us. I love it. Where was I? Oh, the polymer bars. Yeah, that they get transported over here, which then there's a simple storage here. The Mark IIs, like I said, they can hop over other things. So these actually supply each other. And then this one can hop here because they can be separated by 2 hexagons. So like the grid stuff, you see them, the hexagon things, the things on the ground here. Yeah, you get it. These have to be connected. These can hop. So this one supplies this. These also are supplied by the Mark IIs. Then the aluminum bars, which come from our aluminum system, which is now backlogged because nothing is moving because we have a ton of high-tech parts in storage because we're probably going to need those for the next thing. That's also getting fed by Mark IIs over here, hopped over to all of these. And then these are then stored on all of this, which are leapfrogging all the way over to here, which goes here, and then they will be transported out wherever they need to go. I don't exactly know yet because I haven't looked at all this because I was excited to show you, not the aluminum stuff. Where is it? I wanted to show you all the new stuff that we built. And all of the resources that we've depleted from this planet. I mean, oh no. So as you can see, where there was extractors, they're gone because we don't need them anymore because all the iron in there is gone. And eventually we'll come back and peel these off and take the iron from there too. Because this is going into making all of the steel bars, which is going over to making the reinforced concrete, which I will show you in just a second. How much reinforced concrete are we making now that I'm looking at that? Because there's a ton of steel being transported. This is the reinforced concrete system. I'm really proud of this one because this is the steel bars that come in. They leapfrog over here. This is the concrete. They leapfrog here. And the reinforced concrete is all being stored here, which is all going way back down this long, winding road to New Prune to build it, make it better. And why? What does it want? It needs high-tech parts. Okay. Hey, we have those, actually. That's going to be high-tech parts. That's a long travel time, so let's increase this to 100. I don't have 100, so let's do 90 because I don't want anything that is not a base 10 value because it drives me up the wall. Will these be... Here's a question. Do these run? Yep, they just go right through each other. So there is no traffic jam. That's fine. I can appreciate that. Because otherwise I'd have to build a road next to it. And that would just be a mess. It's already a mess. I don't want it to be even more of a mess. And right now, the city's getting the high-tech parts it needs. We're making a ton of high-tech parts, which means we're chewing through all of our aluminum stockpiles over here. And just having a great time just destroying this entire planet and all of its existence. It's cool design, though. But I'm actually excited to deal with it next time. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it wasn't too boring. So we'll see you next time. Have a great one.